Hi there, everybody. This is Lee, and I'm talking about an organization called Brand New Congress. I've been hearing about them for a while now, mostly during the course of Bernie Sanders' run through the primaries and the summer of fear, in the lead up to the Democratic National Convention. There were Bernie Crats and there's Brand New Congress, and it looks like Brand New Congress is recruiting for the Congress. And I had my misgivings at first because there was also this organization called Our Revolution that presented itself as having similar goals. Only I noticed from Our Revolution that they were also recruiting not only Bernie Kratz or Bernie leaning independents, they were also recruiting and fundraising for centrist Democrats in order to gain or work towards gaining a blue Congress or a majority of Democrats in Congress. They were willing to back centrist Democrats in order to do that. And I said, I can't mess with you on that level. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not here for that. I'm here for other things. And so I just rejected our revolution as a vehicle outright. Brand New Congress says that they have a plan to be nonpartisan, that they're trying to recruit a progressive type people into Congress. They have a website and they describe who they are and what they're trying to do. Brand New Congress is a campaign to run 400 plus non-politician candidates, and I hope that means also nonpartisan, for Congress in 2018 in one unified campaign behind one plan to rebuild the economy, repair our communities, and radically reform our institutions. And so they don't want they say that there's current bipartisan establishment oligarchical support for bad trade deals, massive bank bailouts, and the support for the takeover of our economy by the financial industry. That there is agreement, bipartisan agreement, on mass incarceration, and then also the allowance of the ultra wealthy to have influence on politics, and then inaction against out of control justice system, and that there is partisan bickering over taxes and spending, and this bipartisan bickering is used to cover up an actual consensus on those very things that really matter. And so it kind of is designed to pit American versus American and gridlock rather than actually accomplishing anything. And I view that as an example being the Affordable Care Act itself, that there is partisan bickering. The Republicans want to repeal it. The Democrats want to protect it. In the meantime, neither party wants to address the need for single payer health care. If they can quibble over the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, they can spend their time, energy, and media access to quibble over an inferior healthcare package already, rather than providing healthcare to everyone, which is single payer healthcare. And so that's a prime example of what Brand New Congress is talking about. So they have an FAQ. What does BNC, Brand New Congress, want? They want good jobs for everyone, prosperity for every community. They want liberty and justice for all. Let's see. I'm gonna go through and read their points. Let's see. Good jobs for everyone, prosperity for every community. They want trillions of dollars into new industries. They want trillions of dollars into rebuilding and repairing towns. They want to repair our nation's broken infrastructure. They want to build the inevitable cheap renewable energy economy now. They want to overhaul the IRS and the tax code for small businesses. They want to solve the healthcare mess once and for all by making Medicare available to anyone who wants it, which is single payer. They want to provide free college education and technical training. And this is under liberty and justice for all. They want to get money out of politics once and for all, repealing Citizens United. They want to support demands for justice from all groups that have been targeted and profiled by the government. They want to reform the electoral system to create a more perfect democracy. They want to refocus the criminal justice system on reducing the number incarcerated. They want to say no to wars of choice, meaning that they are not actually in self-defense. They want to give every government body new marching orders. And so they have their strategy. They want to gain a majority in Congress in order to rebuild the economy, rebuild the energy sector, rebuild the criminal justice system, lift people out of poverty, and then protect the ones who are least protected. There's much more, and I'll let people go through that to see exactly what brand new Congress is trying to do. I will focus on one specific, and this is their recruitment effort. They're asking people, meaning you, meaning me, meaning us, they want us to go to their website and nominate in order to find candidates to run for Congress in 2018. They have a page, how to nominate a candidate for brand new Congress. And then what they're going to do is they're going to vet that candidate for being appropriate for the goals of brand new Congress, for basically reform. If you can find them candidates for reform, many issues, then to go to brand new Congress and nominate them. So they have a form that you can use to submit your candidate. They want people to go through their guide on how to search for a candidate. Let's see. And they're going to kind of sort things out so they don't double up on districts, double up on efforts. They say that this is what they're looking for in a candidate. They're looking for people from all walks of life in all fields of the economy and society. They want to represent every community. Number one, they are respected in their communities with a track record of service. They have a life story that indicates that they will not sell out once they are in Washington, D.C. They agree with the brand new Congress platform. They need to believe that America has everything it needs already to fix the economy, the healthcare system, the schools, and the justice system. That they actually have the political will to fix things, and not saying that it's just not politically feasible, that they will go out on a limb to fix things. They are non-dogmatic. They are optimistic people who believe the American people can actually rebuild the country by working together. They do not have any disdain or condescension for any group of Americans, and they have a high level of empathy. They are good at what they do. They are trusted by the people they currently serve. They have never held or sought public office. Though this is not a hard and fast rule, it's a preference. They prefer people who have not held or sought public office before. They are ideally someone involved in doing work that actually keeps the country going. Nurses, teachers, engineers, workers, moms and dads, social workers, veterans, law enforcement, first responders, managers, and so on. They have the skills that would make them good candidates against experienced incumbents. And they are a good fit for their district. I'd like to see veterans. Those veterans that headed to North Dakota, they want to join the brand new Congress. I say they would be a good fit myself, because they fit many of the criteria I just named off. So here they're saying just a few things. Do not nominate yourself. Ask others to nominate you. They ask for people to be patient. They have to evaluate the nominations. The nomination process will be open until they announce their slate. The candidates do not need to want to run. What they want to do is to actually find the good people that they want to run, and then they'll start drafting or persuading them to want to run. So that sounds like fun, actually. They want to elect as many working and middle class people and people of color as possible. They say that working class people and people of color are dramatically underrepresented in our current Congress. And they also say more than half of the people in America are women. More than half of the candidates that are nominated or drafted for brand new Congress should be women too. So women are definitely encouraged. Let's see. They're saying that there are some tips for nominating people in certain districts. They say do not nominate Democrats for Republican districts. Do not nominate white people for majority person of color districts. In conservative Christian districts, candidates must come from the conservative Christian culture. There are tons of Christians who share and practice values of progressive social and economic justice. I actually spoke of one. He's currently running as a Green in New Jersey. He's running for governor of New Jersey's Caper something. I need to check his name. But he's running for governor of New Jersey as a Green, and he definitely comes from a Christian background. He's got a strong religious belief system. In Democratic districts, candidates must come from a Democratic progressive background. That does not necessarily mean activists or organizers who have already worked on political campaigns. So they're going to be vetting very carefully. And so they're asking if you have any insights that they'll ask you to just send those directly into their email address. And they have the states listed out and the number of seats that are open. I'm going to go to a Wikipedia page, and I'm going to post a link to this Wikipedia page, United States Elections 2018, so you can see the map itself of open seats for 2018. There's going to be 33 Senate seats coming open for contest in 2018. And let's see. There's some Republicans that are retiring. There's some Democrats that are retiring. And of course there's independents that are incumbent. Bernie Sanders is one, and then there's another in Maine. So anyway, 33 Senate seats that are coming open and available for contest. And based on the vote that we just saw with the prescription drugs, you might want to, either nominate someone for brand new Congress or throw yourself into the ring and launch your own organization or your own campaign. In the House, all 435 House seats are open for contest in 2018. And I've already done a video recommending that Black Lives Matter activists who consider themselves in leadership roles to take the next step and contest every seat for Congressional Black Caucus, who have had their marching orders of not to take any action on your request for political reform, for criminal justice reform, that you actually contest those seats. Whether you win or lose, you get your issues into the public arena by running against those seats. So pedestals, no. It's time to contest some seats. For governor, there are a total of 39 seats coming open. 36 are states. The governorships of 36 states are coming open for contest. And then 3 of those are territories. So in 2018, there is a lot of opportunity. Those of you who are interested in reform, you can either go through brand new Congress and nominate someone, or have people nominate you and use brand new Congress as a vehicle to begin your campaign, or you can launch your own independent campaign on your own. Use independent as a write-in, however you want to run, and do that. So there's opportunities. You can come here to this Wikipedia page and look at the maps and that show you where the seats are. You can go to Brand New Congress and see if you want to join their effort for a change. And I'm going to leave this video here. And I'm going to do another video, and that talks about open secrets, a way that you can find out where people are getting their money. Good luck.